guys, welcome back to the Mountain Dew Race Series. We're here back for race number 19 of the season. We kick off the second half of the season. We're here at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway in Loudon, New Hampshire for the running of the LENOX Industrial Tools 301. Now, we have 8 races left until the cutoff for the chase, and our drivers that are competing for the championship will be determined, but there's still plenty of racing to go between now and Richmond. We have 38 laps set up today for our race today at New Hampshire, as Callum Wells out of Roush Fenway Racing is wearing the American Red Cross, his usual normal scheme for this car. Callum Wells will be our pollster today, a chaser from a season ago looking to break through this season who has struggled. Callum looking for his first win in quite some time. First win with the 16 team. He had to win a couple, I don't know if it's one or two wins in the 6 car way back in like season 1 or 2, but Callum has struggled. He is trying to rebound. He's actually 21st in the standings, so he's right on the outside of a wild card fight or in contention for it where he can be eligible. So he needs to get at least to 20th, and he needs to get a win because no wins will not help him at all. But he's our pollster today. Zohar Mutton is starting second. Just wanted to clear stuff real quick. I am not taking pictures of the cars anymore for the starting grid. It's going to be a lot of a big hassle next season, so I'm just going to stop early. Some other series only have 1 picture per car, and I'm going to do the same. But if I already have a picture of some of these paint schemes, which I do, I'll just switch it from the rest of the season. But if I do any new paint scheme changes, they won't have any pictures. So that way I'll be able to switch your guys' paint schemes more often, which I think you guys would like, because most of these cars have some paint schemes. But next season should be better though. But that is that. You see your front row: Callum Wells, Zohar Mutton, Charles Jackson, Dylan Poteet, row 2. A couple of drivers needing a good run. Steve Gonzalez, another good qualifying effort. Highest driver in the top 10 in points, qualifying wise here. He starts 5th. Brody Banta in 6th. Theo Stiegel, Jessica Miller in row 4, and then Trent Dunham and Eric Burton, a couple of guys battling for wildcard spots, starts 9th and 10th. And we're going to look in the back. We got a few names in the back that are starting in the back, including our points leader, Sean Henley. About 30th or worse, you see Sean Henley, Brandon Parsons, Jack Richards, Aaron Williams, Aaron Reed, Barney Ward, Jacob Rodriguez, Red Bell, Ryan Acosta. Drivers are either battling for wild card spots or to stay in the top 10 in points. There's a mixture of them, as well as Mike Becker. You can throw a couple rows ahead. So there are some drivers back here. They're going to be wanting to get to the front ASAP and try to get as many points they can, because every point matters if you want to make this chase. But you see a lot of drivers with new paint schemes also. Liam Ervig with the Zest, and Sean Henley with Napa. You can go back. Ryan Acosta sporting a blue Miller Lite car, the Brad Keselowski car. Something new. We've always seen the black and yellow one, but we see the blue one this time. And there's other paint scheme changes too within the field, but they'll be seen throughout the race. Callum Wells is ready to lead them to the start here. We're waiting for the pace car to go off. The command, if it actually happens, if it didn't cut it off. And then they'll roll off, and we'll show you the starting lineup for today's LENOX Industrial Tools 301 here in New Hampshire.
Just like I told these boys in the meeting, we don't need anything over the top today. We got a good race car, we got a good
like I thought I did somehow miss it. Don't time it right.
Everybody carry the weight.
But you hear the radio
just fine at the end of this thing.
Of all the drivers getting info before this race starts. As your field rolls by, here's your starting lineup for today's LENOX Industrial Tools 301. As we are back, and the pace car is about to head off to pit road, and there it goes. Callum Wells, Zohar Mutton, both looking for their first win this season. Nobody in the top 8 have won this season. Keep that in mind. The green flag is out. We're racing here at New Hampshire. And Callum Wells got the jump on Zohar Mutton, who's going to struggle on the high side possibly. Charles Jackson trying to take second. Steve Gonzalez is trying to avoid getting put in the middle right here. 3 wide. He doesn't want that. He don't want me to put in a bad predicament and get taken out of this race early. Zohar goes way high. I don't know if that's going to help him or not. Callum Wells went way up high. Wells got on the wall. Charles Jackson to the lead. It didn't take long. There was cars smacking off the wall right there a little bit, including our leader, Callum Wells, all by himself hit the wall, but he held on to second. He's in front of Steven Gonzalez. And Charles Jackson, Mike Waltrip Racing's 15 car, the Toyota, sponsored by 5 Hour Energy. This driver has struggled heavily this season, and we can say he's leading the race. I think it's one of the first teams that's actually been up here leading. Good to see that. We got 3 wide back here. Oh, Brody Banta and Dylan Potier not being nice. Oh, and Brody's around. Oh, we got cars spinning right in front of half the field. Dylan Young's in trouble. There's cars piling up. Oh, Sean Henley just got hit in the wall. Dylan Young's still spinning. Randy Carpenter just got a piece of it. Dylan Potier and Brody Banta started that. I don't know what happened there. Mike Becker's on pit road. Dylan Young, there's Red Bell, Sean Henley. Trent Dunham got back there into it. Oh, look out. Cody Lamas wrecked again. Adrian Becker back here. There's Brody Banta. He continues on. Jack Richards back here. Jessica Miller has damage. Matt Wells going to pit road. Oh, Tim Freilich and Daryl Parsons just about wrecked each other. About had the same thing happen again. Oh, Brandon Parsons, I think, has damage to the front of his 99 car. Yeah, he does. Parsons has damage. Came into 10th in the standings. Got in the top 10 in points. Him and Ryan Acosta were big gainers last week in the standings. He's going to the bottom. He might be... Oh, Aaron Reed's slow, maybe. I think the 99 might be going to pit road. Oh, no, he's not. Red Bell's on pit road. Sean Henley is on pit road. There's Ryan Acosta and Aaron Williams. They got through it. James McLeod and Seth Cole did as well. And Zach Carlson. There's Danny Wells. And we go back to the front. Charles Jackson is your leader, and he's going way too high. He got in the wall. So did Ryan Juke back there in the 74. The Michigan winner. Here comes Steven Gonzalez. If Steven Gonzalez has a chance to win a race, he's going for it. Charles Jackson will do the same. Theo Stiegel and Callum Wells are battling hard for third. While we get a chance, we're going to check out, see what happened as Brody Banta and Dylan Potier get together and cause a multi-car accident on the front straightaway early here in New Hampshire. Well, the Beckers aren't going to be happy with each other. This actually happened before the 78 and 24 get together. This happened a few rows back. Mike Becker is going to get hooked by Adrian Becker. I think it's like the second time this happened this season. They're going to go up. Mike's going to go up in the wall. Adrian continues on. Daryl Parsons clobbers Mike Becker. And I'm going the wrong way. They wreck. But we see that. We'll go back up to the front a little bit. Here's the initial wreck we were looking at. Dylan Potier and Brody Banta racing hard. Just ran out of room. They collide into each other and wreck each other. Brody goes spinning. Jessica Miller clobbers Dylan Young. Trent Dunham woes it down. That's what happened to Trent where he lost all his momentum. Jessica Miller is going to get hit. Matt Wells is back there sliding. Dylan Young comes back up on the track. And he gets turned by Emilio Navarrete. I don't know if he actually made contact with Dylan. Dylan will hit the wall again. Sean Henley had it cleared, and then Dylan Young came back across. Sean Henley going to go and clobber the wall. Zach Carlson's very lucky to get through. Randy Carpenter not so lucky. And then back there, Matt Wells got turned, and then he started piling up. Brody Banta's car still stuck around, spun out. And Dylan Potier was one of the first cars to spin out, and he actually continued on, I think in the top 10, I believe. But Matt over here, Matt Wells, let's find a better view of this. Matt Wells got turned by, I think, Tim Freilich or James McLeod, one or the other. They start piling up. Trent Dunham really, the only reason Trent fell back was because of all the hold up right there with the 73, if I stop stuttering. And Red Bell got turned. But that's what happened there. That was a lot of stuff just happened like right there. So that's huge for some of these drivers. We'll have to update again. But Charles Jackson is still your leader, but Steven Gonzalez is right on his tail as we go back to live action. And while I'm at it, right before I stopped recording, I just caught some in the glimpses right there. I just caught a very small glimpse of this. I did not see this. Zohar and Mudd and Eric Burton, right before I cut the recording off to go back to live action, they get together right here. Eric Burton hits Zohar in the wall. He goes back up and retaliates and hits Eric Burton back. I did not catch that until right before I actually went back to live action. So they got together right there. We'll keep an eye on that and make sure nothing happens. You see smoke up ahead. I don't know who that's from. That's from Dylan Young. But that's what happened there too. But now we're going to go back to live action as Charles Jackson is your leader. And we are back as Stiegel back there hit the wall. Running in third place. Now he's going to fall back. Oh, Eric Burton and Zohar wrecked. And Danny Wells got in it. Retaliation, I believe, just happened. Danny Wells right in the middle of the track. They're going to avoid him. Oh, Danny Wells just got in the middle of a situation. Eric Burton versus Zohar Munn right there. We just saw that. Zohar has a lot of damage to his 12 car now. Oh, and Ron Acosta just about took out Michael Kazi. Oh man, Zohar and Eric Burton got back into it. We might just seen the ignition of a rivalry between the drivers, the 12 and of the 40. And Eric Burton's battling for a wild card spot. Zohar has kind of struggled this season. They were battling within the top 10. Zohar is now back in 18th. Eric Burton is now back in 25th, possibly 26th. Burton got the worst end of that deal. Actually, the person that got the worst end of the deal is on pit road. Yeah, I don't know where he's at. Unless he's already dropped out. He did. Danny Wells. Just horrible weekend at New Hampshire. Dominant car in the nationwide race got taken out while leading. And now he gets involved in a situation between two drivers that couldn't get along and just took him out. Danny Wells got the short end of the stick right there. This is really going to hurt Danny. He actually dropped to 16th after last week's race. He came in the top 10 in points, so this is really going to hurt Danny Wells. I see smoke again. I guess he carried over from that last wreck. But we'll have to go back and check that now real quick. As Charles Jackson really pulled away from Steven Gonzalez. Stiegel's going, oh, he's actually going around Steven for second right here. Steven's car looks like it's slowing up. Callum Wells is the pole sitter's drop back to 4th. And Ralph Green finds himself 5th place in the 28 car. And right there with him is Ryan Juke, who's trying to keep up with him in 6th place. Zach Carlson 7th, Seth Cole is 8th. Liam Ervig, good run for him. He's had a struggling start since taking over the 17 car. He is in 9th, and Jessica Lawrence is 10th after her rough week at Daytona, along with Jessica Miller. We're going to see where Miller's at. She's still in the race. There she is. She's back here in 29th. Eric Burton is back up, so does Zohar. Oh, we got a wreck. Taylor Orndorff and Dylan Pote just wrecked. Oh, Taylor, look out for the 91, guys. They just collided. We're going to have a lazy moment. We're going to see what happened right here real quick. Oh, Aaron Williams. They were 3 wide right here. And Dylan Pote just started bouncing off the 91, and they wrecked. Well, actually, Taylor wrecked. Dylan I think he tried to help him save it, but there wasn't really much he can do. So that's what happened there. Nothing else happened, I believe. Oh! Jack Richards and Zohar Munn just wrecked. Okay, I spoke too soon. Now Zohar's bad day has officially been ruined. Or his good day, I guess you could say. First Eric Burton, now Jack Richards. And Richards doesn't look like he has any damage to that 14 car. He's going to go back on the track and keep going, but he's still far back now. So, now Zohar's back there. Oh, and Jason Marshall's on pit road. Let's check out what happened to him before more stuff happens. We're going to go take a replay of this. We're looking, make sure nothing else happened. And Charles Jackson is still your leader, but Theo Stiegel is definitely catching him very quickly. We're going to check out the replay real quick. Well. By the looks of this, it does appear that a new rivalry has at least been ignited for sure. Eric Burton and Zohar Munn, they were battling back here for 7th place after they had their shuffle the lap before. Zohar Munn's going to go in this corner. Eric Burton, oh, Zohar I think came down to Eric Burton. Oh, that was payback. Danny Wells tried to avoid him, just caught the rear of Zohar Munn's car. Danny's going to hit the inside wall. Zohar and Eric keep going. I think Zohar sent the message to Eric Burton that he wasn't very pleased about how he raced on the lap before and almost took him out. And Danny Wells ends up being sitting in the middle of the front straightaway with a wrecked car for no reason. So Danny Wells, 2 bad weeks and a bad weekend in New Hampshire led to this. And then we're going to go check out what happened to Jason Marshall. Actually, we're going to keep an eye on it right here. Here is Barney Ward. They're going around Eric Burton. I'm not sure if it's this lap. Let me see what happens. Jason Marshall, it involved him and Barney Ward. We're waiting to see. It wasn't this lap, so we're going to take you to the replay between these two right here. Okay, it's the next lap after that I had it on. Barney Ward, running in the 22nd position, completely overdrives the corner. He's going to bounce off the wall. Jason Marshall, just an innocent victim here. Nowhere to go. Oh, he hit the wall so hard right there. Hard impact for the 83 car, Jason Marshall. Barney Ward doesn't really hit much. Jason Marshall's lucky he didn't get hit right there by Daryl Parsons. That was pretty close. But Jason Marshall, that's what happened to him. And now we're going to see what happened to Zohar Munn and Jack Richards on the back straightaway. I'm starting to think somebody else was involved in this little situation between Zohar Munn and Jack Richards, and it might involve the driver named Connor Breeden. He goes in here, he drives so hard, he's in the door of Zohar Munn, sends Zohar up the track. I don't know if that really had anything to do with Richards or not. Oh, Zohar. Oh! Zohar Munn with hard impact into that guardrail. Jack Richards bounced off him and pretty much saved him. But Zohar with that hard impact. Oh, that was one of the worst places to hit on this track, where that guardrail is. We'll have to go on board with the 12 car and see that view. We're on board with Zohar Munn as Connor Breen's going to rough him up and Jack Richards is going to send him straight into the guardrail on the back straightaway. There's the contact with 18. Here comes the hook. Worst place. Sent Zohar's car flying. I don't know how many feet his car went after he hit the wall, but it was a pretty long hit there. Well, it's halfway down the back straightaway just from the impact and bounced up to 14. So Zohar Munn's day of terror probably came to an end. That was a hard impact for Zohar. But we'll take you back now to live action. Get back to the racing here at New Hampshire. And we are back. We're going to update the field. Mike Becker. Sean Henley dropped out of the race. He ends up 41st. Dylan Young up there in the points, 40th. Oh, and Charles Jackson just went way up the hill. Here comes Theo Stiegel to the inside for the lead. We'll go back to this in a second. Keeping on this battle as Theo Stiegel has taken advantage of Charles Jackson. His car looks like he's starting to handle very illy. I don't even know if that's a word, but I just made one up in the dictionary now. Charles Jackson slides back around. Here he comes back to the inside. He's not done with Theo Stiegel. He wants the lead back. He's like, here you go, kid. You can see the lead, but I want it back. Charles is going to drive it in hard. Please don't pull in Michael Kazi and Danny Wells right there. Theo Stiegel almost in the wall. Oh, Ralph Green, Steve Gonzalez just about wrecked. Ryan Juke was there too. I think they both got out of shape. I think they didn't want to hit that wall. They just followed each other and about ran into the wall. Steven probably thinking, I'm done following that 28 car now. Ryan Juke thought he was going to get 2 spots. He's going to drop back in line to 6th. And Callum Wells has started to separate himself from that pack as the 2 leaders catch up on the slow car of Tim Freilich, who is in 34th place. Charles can go under. Here comes Stiegel. Stiegel. Oh, Stiegel, look out. Close call for the 51 car. Second place just about wrecked with Tim Freilich. Freilich did nothing wrong there. Theo just couldn't keep it on the bottom. And that allowed the pole sitter Callum Wells to close in. And he's actually going after Theo Stiegel for second now. Jack Richards, Aaron Reed up ahead. They're battling for position. That's for 30th. They're not really up in contention right now. Charles Jackson is starting to pull back away. Callum Wells has caught Theo Stiegel, and Theo's going to possibly hit the wall. No, he doesn't, but Aaron Reed and Jack Richards, they just about wrecked each other, it looked like. They were way down out of the groove. Looks like a lot of rivalries and feuds have been starting in this race. Richards already had a problem with Zohar Munn, and he doesn't want any problem with Aaron Reed. Ryan Juke got back around with Steven Gonzalez. I think he used the 36 car as a pick to get 5th place away from the 22. And here comes Callum Wells back after Theo Stiegel for second. Stiegel's going way high. Ralph Green did as well. Oh, we got a car spinning. I saw smoke. Somebody spun. I have no idea who it was. It was like a simple spin and go. I guess that's the new term for it, spin and go. I guess it wasn't anything important, I guess. You know, actually, Jessica Miller is slow right now. It doesn't look like anything serious because everybody's still on the track. Oh, there's Brandon Parsons. I think it involved him. Okay, maybe it is serious now. 10th in the standings. Nothing against Jessica Miller. I'm just saying chase contender. But anyway, did Brandon Parsons drop out? He's on pit road. He's 25th as he crossed the line. It's not going to help him at all. Okay, we'll go back and check the replay momentarily. See if there's any battles going on. They're going around Jack Richards here. Look Looking back for 7th place. Here's Zach Carlson. He could get out here, out of Dodge right here, and have a solid top 10 run going if he can just survive. James McLeod, Seth Cole 8th and 9th, and Ryan Acosta came in 9th in the standings. First time in the top 10, I think, all year in the points. He is 10th. Oh, they're wrecking. Brody Banter's wrecked. So, oh my goodness, what happened? Theo Stiegel wrecked. Ryan Juke, Zach Carlson. James McLeod just got a piece of it. I just jinxed everybody again. Or, I don't even know what happened. Brody Banter, I don't even know where he came from. I don't think I jinxed him. As soon as I started talking about him, I was thinking it was quiet. Aaron Reed has damage. Oh, Ralph Green. What happened to the 28? Ralph Green has damage. I think he went to try to go to pit road and missed. And Charles Jackson and Callum Wells are gone. Steven Gonzalez is so far back now. What in the world happened? Let's go back to the replay again real quick. Now, I didn't see this happen. This actually happened without me knowing. Aaron Williams, running 16th last time by, bounces off the wall. Collects Brandon Parsons. This is where Parsons actually got into. This is how this happened. Aaron Williams going to run to the wall. James Qualls clipped him. Dylan Poteet somehow stopped and avoided him. They continue on. You see Parsons, he'll end up going to pit road after that incident. Then something else happens pretty soon. We're actually going to figure it out pretty quick. The next wreck was, I think, the next lap. There's no point having to do a cut of it. Oh, it happened up here. Oh, it happened before the leaders even got to him. Brody Banta, he's having problems. There's Aaron Williams, he's heading to pit road. Brody Banta just went up, he's just driving it too hard. Bounces off the wall, bounces off Barney Ward. Jessica Miller's going to get stopped a little bit. Goes Eric Burton by. Charles Jackson gets by. Callum Wells gets by. Theo Stiegel didn't get by. Steven Gonzalez and Jack Richards back there got together. Theo Stiegel, his good run is over. Ralph Green's going to clip him. Ryan Juke as well. Aaron Reed. They're sitting around. Oh, Zach Carlson could not see. Nowhere to go. His car spinning. McLeod almost got through. There was nothing he could do. We saw Carlson, McLeod just got taken out right there. We saw Aaron Williams a lap before and Brandon Parsons. So we saw a lot of contenders right there get in trouble. Then they continued on. It's going to shuffle a lot of stuff up as well. Reed goes to pit road. Charles Jackson is still your leader. And we go back now to the race. Alright, we are back. Charles Jackson, we'll see how far ahead he's at the line over Callum Wells, who's only two cars behind him now. Eric Burton's in the way. 8/10 of a second, almost 9. So it's not even a second. Charles Jackson has over Callum Wells as this race is wrapping its way down to the end of it. Charles Jackson's to get around a couple of slow cars of Jessica Miller and Barney Ward, 21st and 22nd respectively. Eric Burton just one lap down, he's 23rd. It's Callum Wells going to clear him. Charles Jackson's cleared Jessica Miller, who gets in the wall. We got C cars on pit road. Aaron Reed's coming back on the track. People that could benefit today, as of right now, Trent Dunham. He's running 15th now. He's got around his good friend Dylan Poteet. Brandon Parsons 25th, but we'll see what he can do out of this. Matthew Rodriguez 20th in the standing. He is running 13th at the line, it says. James Qualls is running 12th in the Valvoline retro paint scheme. I know he has to like the retro paint schemes. He's a big fan of these retro schemes, so hopefully he likes that. There's Connor Breeden. There's Jacob Rodriguez. He started 40th, and he's in 10th. Doesn't matter what happens, what obstacle you put in this 33 car's way, or this driver, but Jacob always finds a way to do good. Second in the standings. He could end up being the new points leader, with Sean Henley finishing 41st. Didn't expect this at all out of this 33 team, but strong run for sure. Emilio Navarre trying to get another top 10. Still looking for his first top 5. Liam Irvig, great run for him, as well as Michael Causey, as they were battling for 7th. Jessica Lawrence in 6th. Ralph Green ended up going to pit road and getting the hood torn off. Tim Fralick slapped down. Seth Cullis in 5th. He survived. He started mid-pack, I think 21st. Ryan Acosta is in 4th. Where did he come from? We don't know. With Jack Richard, 22nd, not having a good day. Aaron Reed, Steven Gonzalez. This is going to be a big-time help for him. 8th in the standings. He's in just Jeopardy lane right now with no wins, but running 3rd, he'll probably move up in the top 5 in points. I see smoke. Oh, and Callum Wells and Connor Breeden. Oh, Callum Wells, look. Oh, what happened? Callum Wells. Where's Charles Jackson? He's still going. He has avoided everything. What happened? Connor Breen was running 11th. Callum Wells was second. Now he's smoking. Oh my gosh. Callum Wells just needed a good run. Taken out by possibly Connor Breeden. Don't know what that was about. You gotta look out for the drivers behind him. I don't know what happened. I really don't. Probably don't want to know. That 16 team and Callum Wells have to be furious with that M&M's team. About to find out what happened. We're actually going to check it really quick. This just happened right there. Connor Breeden had something happen. Oh, Connor Breeden. Did Connor Breeden blow up? No, he wrecked. Oh, Jacob Rodriguez got into him. Or no, Connor Breeden, Michael Causey to him. I just referenced one of my friends right there from the Nationwide race. And Jacob Rodriguez goes straight to pit road. And now he's going to lose on ground. So that's what happened. Breeden's really slow. And he's going to try to pull down in front of the leaders. Or something. No, he stays up high. Red Bell barely avoided. Here goes Charles Jackson by. Oh, he pulled down right in front of Callum Wells. Bad move by the 18 car. And Callum Wells showed his displeasure right there. As Breeden is out of the race. Callum Wells has dropped out of the race. Now, Charles Jackson has a 6.5 second lead over Steven Gonzalez. He's in the driver's seat right now. We're going to go down and look at some of the order. See Mike Becker, Sean Hindley, Dylan Young, Randy Carpenter, Cody Lamas, Matt Wells, Danny Wells. They started by each other and they finished by each other. Not where they wanted to be. Jason Marshall, Zohar Mudden, Brody Banta, and oh wow, Aaron Williams dropped out with a tire issue. I did not see that happen in 31 car. One of the wild card drivers. He has 2 wins though. It's still going to be protected, but this doesn't help him. Ryan Juke, another one. Theo Stiegel, his run was ruined. Zach Carlson in the top 10 in points. 9th, I believe. Oh no, Zach was 6th. James McLeod, 5th in standings, 28th. There's Connor Breeden. Jacob Rodriguez going to end up 26th, so maybe he might not take the points lead. He went from 10th, now he's 26th. And Callum Wells, I believe, dropped out with a broken piston. He'll end up 25th. 24 cars are left on the track here at New Hampshire. Charles Jackson has only one career win in the Mountain Dew Race Series. That came last season at Dover in a wreck fest. Not like this though. It's nowhere as bad as that race then. He ran only about 8 cars, probably finished, and there's smoke again. Oh, Trent Dunham's in the wall, and Emilio Navarrete. And Trent now did not survive this race. He was running 15th across the line. And since we're almost done with this race, we're going to see what happened real quick. Emilio Navarrete. Oh, there was a big problem. Oh, Jack Richards. Liam Ervig flipped. Liam Ervig trying to clear Jack Richards. Oh, he's going to get put hard in the wall. Liam Ervig flips over. Jessica Lawrence avoids Jack Richards. Emilio Navarrete. Look at Liam Ervig. Possessed everywhere. They're going around. Emilio Navarrete. It's just stopped in the middle of the track. Oh, and Trent Dunham hit Liam Ervig. Taylor Orndorff. Or no, that was James Qualls got a piece of it as well. Wow. That was crazy. Now they're all sitting on pit road. Trent's going to drop out of the race and end up about 23rd. I know I've gotten pretty lazy with the replays, but there's been so many things going on. It's going to take so much time and everything. And I'm looking around for the leader, because that's about the only thing that's not been hit today has been Charles Jackson. And there he is right there. He has a 3.7 second lead over Steven Gonzalez. I don't know what happened to his lead. He slowed down a bunch and lost a bunch of that. This time Bobby 3 to go. He has to avoid problems. Emilio Navarrete, Red Bell, Barney Ward is all separating Steven Gonzalez from the leader, Charles Jackson. Emilio is very slow in the 1 car. Sporting the Bass Pro paint scheme. You usually see a Pennzoil paint scheme. He's running 11th. Trying to get another top 10. Trying the best he can. Red Bell is 19th. Barney Ward's 12th. Who's in 3rd now? Brian Acosta. Penske Racing has 2 cars in the top 3. Acosta got in the top 10 last week in points. He's worked his way up here. He's on a big-time gain spot in the points. That car was good for Jake Rogers, being good for Ryan Acosta right now. Seth Cole is right now in 4th. This is huge for him. Michael Causey's in 5th place. The McDonald's 19 car out of Evernham Motorsports. Running good today. 6th place is Matthew Rodriguez. He's quietly up there. Adrian Becker in 7th. Taylor Orndorff in 8th. There's a lot of guys need to win. Dylan Poteen in 9th. I believe Daryl Parsons, yes, he's in 10th. Charles Jackson, 3.1 seconds over Steve Gonzalez. There's 3 cars in front of him. They don't need to be racing each other in front of the leader. Charles Jackson just needs to make it around, just cruise to the finish line and avoid trouble. The white flag is out for Charles Jackson. The 5-hour Energy Toyota Camry looking for their first win. This will be his 2nd career win. Oh, Daryl Parsons and Brandon Parsons. Oh, right in front of the leaders. Charles Jackson has to avoid the Parsons. I don't know what father or son right there are doing. Steve Gonzalez saw that happen. He is driving the wheels off that Pennzoil Dodge Charger, but he's just going to be coming up too short once again. No problems up ahead. He's going to have to wait another week for that first elusive win. But Charles Jackson is going to come around and pick up his 2nd career victory in the Mountain Dew Race Series. Charles Jackson takes the LENOX Industrial Tools 301. Charles Jackson, his first win of the season and his 2nd career win. And first with the 15 team. I was trying to document his Dover win last season was with a Toyota 36 McDonald's team that's not existing anymore. It kind of turned into the Tim Frederick machine. But Charles Jackson is your winner today. Struggling season has a high point to it, and it is this win here at New Hampshire. Steven Gonzalez ended up 2nd, another 2nd place finish. He's going to get that win. He knows it. It's getting very close, but at least he avoided trouble today. Brian Acosta, I believe, finished 3rd. Yes, he did. Seth Cole in 4th. Michael Causey in 5th. Matthew Rodriguez 6th. Adrian Becker 7th. Taylor Orndorff 8th. I'm about to say Jeff Gordon. Dylan Poteen 9th. And where's 10th place? Uh-oh. Daryl Parsons was 10th. Okay. I was about to say something was wrong right there. Okay. This race is finally over. Race 19 is in the books here at New Hampshire. Congrats to Charles Jackson, the whole Michael Waltrip Racing 5-hour Energy team. As they pick up their first win of the season. This could help him a lot, but he's nowhere near the top 20. Charles came in 30 something in the points. 31st. Well, it helped him a lot though. But we go down a little bit. Emilio Navarrete. Only 9 cars finished on the lead lap too. We saw Daryl Parsons get into it with his son Brandon Parsons. They about took each other out. You see Barney Ward, Jessica Miller, Eric Bird, and Ralph Green. Brandon Parsons, James Qualls, Jessica Lawrence, Red Bell, Aaron Reed, your top 20, and then Tim Freilich was the last car to finish in 21st. Trent Dunham, 22nd, Jack Richards, 24th, Jacob Rodriguez, 26th, James McLeod, 28th. Just coming out the notables that are competing, trying to get a wild card again in the chase. Zach Carlson, 29th, Ryan Juke, 31st, Aaron Williams, 32nd, Danny Wells, 36th, Dylan Young, 40th, John Henley, 41st, and Mike Becker, dead last. There's your field. The Wreckfest in New Hampshire is over, and Charles Jackson survived and picked up his first win of the season. And we're going to take you to the post-race ceremony little page and show you we're racing for race number 20. Woo! Alright guys, the points will be in the description as usual. Make sure to comment guys, keep your rides like usual. Hope you enjoyed it. And our race, that'll be race number 20. We are going to Indianapolis. If I can find it. Yeah, there it is. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We're going to be running the Brickyard there, or the Crown Royal 400, whatever it is, at the Brickyard. And probably just call it the Brickyard 400, whatever. And that'd be a great race. A big race for somebody to want to win. One of those prestigious races. Anytime you can win at Indy, it's big. Kiss the bricks. So a lot on the line next week at Indianapolis. But the points will definitely be shuffled. We'll see what happens. Just check it in the description below the video here. And I hope you guys enjoyed the race. And I will see you guys next time as we go racing at Indy. And stay tuned for the Mopar Nationwide Series race as well, coming up next whenever. So one last time, congratulations Charles Jackson on picking up his first victory of the season and 2nd of his career. And I will see you guys next time at Indianapolis.